The Druid confirmed not getting any changes despite all the backlash. The Diablo-themed Burger King menu in Japan, and we got loads of new information on mounts and cosmetics tied to them. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. If you all are interested in earning a free Diablo 4 game copy, the Comeback Kids are doing a giveaway, so make sure you stick around until the end of the video to see how you can earn a copy for yourself. Now, if you're one of the people out there saying Diablo might have some poor replayability, there have been a lot of things to help counter that. On top of having all the classes with their wide variety of builds and options you could play with them, the Paragon boards, the Altars of Lilith, which you'll only have to acquire one time around, and the fact that you can skip the campaign once you complete it on one of your characters. Yes, that's right, because on your alternate characters in Diablo 4, you can actually skip the campaign, and we actually got a first look at it happening on the screen here for the last development update video from the developers. So that's going to be a really great feature to help with replayability for those alternate characters, to skip over all the boring stuff like the Altars of Lilith as well as the campaign if you already did it, to get into the more fun action. It also seems like Lilith is spreading her influence all across the world with the new Burger King Diablo themed menu, which is going on in Japan with the Lilith Spicy Tomato Burger with cheese, the Butcher Burger, which has a regular meat patty and a ginormous fried chicken breast in it, and the Diablo Garlic Spicy Burger to celebrate Diablo Immortal, which has 2 patties in it as well. I thought this was a pretty funny topic to bring up and show you all. I got a real kick out of it when I saw it, so I wish there was something like that in the United States just to keep as like a memorabilia, but we'll have to see maybe next time. Now, if you're confused on how servers or realms are going to work in Diablo 4, listen up because we got you covered. With the recent tweet from Adam Fletcher saying, "The game doesn't have specific servers to create characters on. It's across the whole globe, and friends can play together no matter the distance from each other. The game will try to find a server instance in between you all to balance the latency. This is going to be particularly awesome if you want to play with friends, family, or whoever completely worldwide together at the same time. If I want to play with some new friends on stream or viewers or whatever, so it's going to be really great to coincide, group up, and do some content together." We also just want to take a quick moment to clear up these server slam events because we are still getting comments on it non-stop. Joe Piepiora stated that players will be starting fresh during the Server Slam event, and progress will not be carried over from the previous beta events. On top of it, the progress from the Server Slam is not going to be carried over to launch day. This is going to be your last opportunity to get the previous beta weekend rewards, which is all the titles, as well as the Cry of Ashava mount trophy by hitting level 20 and defeating Ashava, and on top of it all, the beta wolf pack. So if you guys don't have any of those rewards, it's your final chance to go out there and grab them once in a lifetime. Now, we also confirmed that pre-download was going to be available, but I think we may be able to download it right now, according to Rod Ferguson on Twitter, saying, "You could do it now, I believe. I just meant that if you kept it, then it will update. If otherwise, you will just need to reinstall it." Now, we did check our Battle.net launcher this morning to see if this was true, but it showed that the game was already installed and updated, so it might have already done that for us. Maybe for you, ladies and gentlemen out there who already deleted it and don't have it on your PC again, go out to the Battle.net, see if you can already download it. This is an official update from Rod Ferguson, one of the developers, so make sure to check it out. Now, going on to some bigger headlines, we have new information on the Druid class. Now, a while back for Diablo 4's Druid, it was leaked that they were going to have some sort of feature revolving around crushing blows based into their kit. A fan took to Twitter to ask about this, asking if crushing blow for the Druid has been removed or changed to overpower, or is it still going to be its own thing and it will be in the game? Joe Piepiora replied by saying crushing blow does not return as it was in its previous iterations. Overpower in Diablo 4 has a fixed chance to deal damage based on the character's current health and fortified health, pretty much confirming that the Druid doesn't have any sort of unique maximum health damage to targets, all on their own built into the class. Now, I know a lot of people out there, including myself, don't particularly like the actual look and aesthetic of the Druid's size and how burly they are. And sadly, it's confirmed that this isn't going to be changing at all anytime soon. When the developers were asked if a slimmed down version of the Druid is planned for the future, they confirmed that there's no plan currently, and we made the decision from the beginning because our goal was to visually distinguish characters, but we have hundreds of different pieces of gear in the game. All of it is handcrafted for every single class, So by having a specific look, we can guarantee that no matter how you customize your character, every piece of gear is going to look fabulous. Kind of veering away from the point that they don't want any other physical body size options to be in the game, and that all the customization is going to come from what's already built into the game with the character creation as well as the transmon system being embedded into the game. Alright, now when it comes to mounts in Diablo 4, there is a lot more than meets the eye with this system. There were absolutely loads of cosmetics that were found over the open beta weekends, and we just wanted to quickly break some of those down for you and how they were actually obtained. Now, firstly, mounts are unlocked after completing the main quest line with one character, and mounts have an assortment of customization options available to them, such as different types of mounts, armor, and trophies. Once the mount is unlocked, it can be used in all game modes for any and all characters the player creates. To show you some examples on screen here, we have the Ghastly Reigns mount, which adds the Spectral Charger to your stable. It's a literal ghost steed, which is a very, very cool option to have. And you actually earn this from the Gathering Legions event in Core Dragon, which is one of the strongholds in Fractured Peaks. Next up, you have the Mount of Decaying Steed, and this was actually found from a random treasure goblin out in the world, and it's pretty much just like an undead mount, which is a very, very awesome thing to see as well. On top of mounts, you also have the mount armor, which are called bardings. Right here, you have the Brigandine Barding mount armor, which covers your mount in like a very nice heavy armor all around, which would look really cool on someone like a barbarian or a necromancer. You have another mount armor, which is the Barding of Mount Area, and this can also be found from a treasure goblin as well. I guess we could assume that a lot of these mount armor, skins, and cosmetics can be found from treasure goblins, which just goes to show that people are going to freak out even more when they see some of them out in the open world or in dungeons, because they're going to be dying to kill it, hopefully getting those cool cosmetics. And then lastly, we also have another mount from a Whispering Chest, which this mount actually has some holy icons hanging off of it, which is really cool as well. Finally, we have a mount trophy, which is the Shield of Mount Ariat. And it seems that mount trophies are the most scarce of all of them when it comes to drop rates on cosmetics for mounts, showing you how valuable it's actually going to be to get that Ashava mount trophy in the Server Slam weekend on the 12th to the 14th. It's also said that the best way you can farm mounts, trophies, and accessories is by doing the hardest content available to you, which is typically going to be strongholds, as well as spamming really small dungeons for a chance at the butcher drop, as well as treasure goblins to spawn more often. Once again, when it comes to PvP news, we are getting more indications that ears are going to be making a comeback for Diablo 4. We even got an additional statement from the official Diablo team replying to one of the bigger Diablo content creators out there, saying he cannot wait for hardcore PvP. They replied by saying, "Their bodies die, their ears live on with you," which has me absolutely super hyped for PvP just in general, especially even hardcore PvP. In case you all didn't know, from Diablos 1 and 2, an ear is a sort of PvP trophy you gain from killing an enemy in PvP combat. Once again, it is not 100% confirmed, but we have a lot of strong indications and major reasons to believe that this is going to be coming in Diablo 4 from all these tweets. The developers also just released the system requirements for Diablo 4, as well as for all the settings if you're going to look for it to be prepared running come launch day. We have all the system requirements ranging on the screen here, from minimum and medium graphic settings all the way up to high and ultra on the screen. So if you want, you can go ahead and pause the screen, check it out, go through it if you want. A big one standing out is that in order to run Diablo 4 at 4K, you're going to need 32 gigabytes of RAM. Now, next month's Global Server Slam is going to be really good for testing your PC optimization for Diablo 4, as Blizzard confirmed that all the spec sets on screen will also be applied to the upcoming test. It's also worth keeping in mind that Diablo 4 is set to receive ray tracing support post-launch, so the specs for that will likely be even higher. But man, oh man, ladies and gentlemen, Blizzard coming in hot. I swear, every other day or every couple days with brand new interview information or news to deliver to you all, and it really has me super excited to be playing this game June 1st, and I could not be happier with what Blizzard is actually doing and how they're handling the Diablo 4 launch so far. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing a giveaway for a free Diablo 4 copy, so if you all are interested, click the link in the description below to learn more information on how you can win that. I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. It's an absolute pleasure to be making content for you all. If you all enjoyed what you saw, be sure to like and subscribe, as it would help the channel out tremendously. Until the very end, my name is Sky from the Comeback Kids. I will see you all in the next one. Hey!